before I start on the fall, I want to say Friday night we had I don't even know what you would exactly call it, but a recognition for Madeline Daigle at the field. I thought that was one of the, and I've been around a long time. I thought Acadiana and the reception and the fans and just the whole event, the schools that showed up to support Madeline, I thought that was one of the best and most meaningful events I've seen on an athletic field in a long time. It was really touching, and I was really proud of that. I was proud of our fan base, and I want to brag on our fan base for the way they showed up, and then just the whole community and the involvement in that. It was really one of the more fun things and really kind of overshadowed fall softball. So I wanted to be sure I said something about that, because if anybody was there, it was a really touching event, and I thought it captured the spirit of Acadiana as I've come to know it since I've been here in the short 7 years. As far as softball, had a great fall. I'm really, really excited about our program and our team that we have on the field this year. I think we've had a tremendous fall. We've avoided injuries for the most part. I think we've got one player out right now, which at the end of the fall, that's really a good thing. Usually it seems like 2 or 3, 4 players are out normally at the end of fall, and everybody looks to be 100% come January as of today. So I'm thrilled with where we're at health-wise, and then on the field, it's just been a really exciting fall. We've had 6 games with outside opponents, won all 6. I think we scored something like 90 runs and give up 10, 12, 15 runs maybe. But we played really well. We played well in both games against McNeese and both games against Southeastern Louisiana. And then the biggest thing I judge by, we have a series of inter-squad scrimmages throughout the season. We've done every Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock during the whole 45-day window. And have been very competitive scrimmages. And we see a lot of depth and a lot of talent in those scrimmages. The returning players have continued to improve. We've had monster falls from both Maya Davis, Lauren Allred, and Vic Valdez in the sophomore class. They were all good as freshmen, but they've all really matured and are playing at an even higher level this fall. Those 3 kids in particular are returning. We've got 2 seniors returners, Jordan Campbell and Sophie Piscos. They both had really good falls. They both competed really well throughout the whole fall, and they've given us leadership and just steady upper class commitment. That's been really fun to watch. And then we've had 3 transfers that have came in and made contributions offensively. And then all 5 transfers have made really good commitment to our program and really had really good falls in pitching and hitting. So offensively, Sam Rowe and Brooke Ellis-Stad and then Denali Lecker have all had good falls. They're all hitting over 300 in our scrimmages. They've all hit multiple home runs, and they're all had really good RBIs. So that they're filling key positions. Sam Rose played really effectively at second base and third base, and Brooke Elstad has been absolutely phenomenal defensively at shortstop. Denali Lecker and Lexi Delbury and Sam Ryan are the 3 transfer-in pitchers. They've all been outstanding. Sam Ryan leads our ball club, I think, with a 1.05 ERA in all of our inter-squads and outside competition, leading the team in RBIs. in ERA. Lexi Delbury has regained her health and has looked very sharp in her outings this fall. And continues to just improve. And I think her and Justin getting to know each other. They're learning what they can do and what they can do best. And she had a three inning no hit in our next to last scrimmage. performance. Delbury has looked really sharp at times with her drop ball, and it definitely will play a role in our pitching bullpen. And then returning in the pitching circle, Sam Landry has been outstanding this fall. We've really had good performances her, especially in our when we played opponents. And then Chloe Riasetto has showed continued improvement and pitched very effectively in almost all of her outings this fall. And we're excited about where she's at as a sophomore. So I think I've went through pretty well. A lot of the team, there's Sissy Vasquez has played well at second and short defensively, continues to work with Coach Shelley on our offense, and we're seeing signs that she's improving there. But very, very talented defender. And then one other newcomer that we want to mention is Deja Williams, a complete walk-on, come in actually like a month in the fall, has really improved. Without a doubt, the most improved player on the team from the beginning of fall team time till now, and hitting at like a 250 clip and playing defense at an elite level in the outfield, and really a good base runner. So a huge addition to our team as well in that freshman class. The other freshman, Gabby Stoots, has played really well and had some big hits. Had a couple of doubles I remember off of our some of the best pitching that we've seen. So tickled with overall view of the team, and I think we're healthy. And I'll open it up to questions now.
How big has it been for you for Brooke to be able to step in? It looked like she could play the shortstop position if you wind up, that being the direction you want to go.
Well, I think that what she's showed us is that not only can she play shortstop, she's playing shortstop at a level, all-American level defensively. She's not just a shortstop. She's an outstanding college shortstop, elite level college shortstop. And when you add that to your program, we knew that she had a career batting average of .404, and I knew her freshman year when we looked at her defensive stats, you knew she was an outstanding shortstop. And then last year she had a little bit of an off year because of some injuries. But this year, and what we've seen this fall, I believe we're going to have one of the best defensive shortstops in the entire country, playing at a very elite level. So it's a huge thing for me as a coach to see that coming in.
Were there any other defensive changes from last year that you've toyed with that you like so far through the fall?
Sam Rowe is going to help us no matter where. If we put her behind the plate, if we put her at third, if we put her at second, she's going to help us. She's just a very talented player, and I'm thrilled with what she's bringing to us defensively.
How have you kind of seen the versatility of the styles of hitting that your lineup has been able to produce so far, Paulo?
Really good. I mean, last night after the scrimmage, we walked in the office and Justin Robichaux come in my office. He goes, "I can tell you one thing for sure: we can hit." And Alexa Langeliers is another player I haven't talked about. She's settled in at second base right now, looking extremely well. You put Langeliers and Elistad up the middle, was super strong. We saw that last year. We ended up 2/3 of the way through the year, we had to move Alex back to short, and she was playing. I remember Coach Lacey saying, I feel like I got the best second baseman in the country. I don't want to move her to shortstop, because she was playing at that elite level of second base, and now we've got her back there with Elistad at short. I feel like our middle infield, regardless of how we go with it, I feel like it can be one of the best in the country, and I feel like our entire infield as a unit is well ahead of where we were at this time last year, and even well ahead of where we were at the end of season last year.
I know you can't mention names, but what are your general impressions for signing day stuff?
I've just been working on the NLIs. I expect to sign 4 or 5 players on signing day, and we'll add a mix of pitchers and one pitcher and some good hitters, hopefully.
Is there a question coming out of the fall going in? A question mark that y'all going to have to work on in January?
The only question is how good can we be? We know we're going to be good. How good? That's my question. I'm excited. I mean, I think we're going to be good. I just don't know how good. That's the answer that'll be. We got a chance to be really special
I mean,
if
do
we
you
put
know
it
how
together.
the pitching staff's gonna work, right, or like, I mean, obviously injuries or anything can change, but like, figuring out how to utilize all the pitching staff.
Well, we got 5 good pitchers, and all 5 have shown. All 5 have shown they can pitch, and so all 5 have shown we're going to have to use them. They're that good, and I think I've got a pretty good idea what Justin's thinking about, and he's going to think baseball. He's not going to go. He's going to use a baseball style where we have a closer, and I think I know where he's going to go with that, but I'm not 100%. But we've got a lot of directions we can go, and we got a lot of depth. There are 5 really good pitchers all throwing in that. Every one of them have thrown in the upper 60s at some point this fall, and you got a couple there getting up there in the high 60s, and there's not going to be a problem putting a pitcher on the mound in the circle.